Hi everybody, thanks for checking out brewout.com. Today I'm going to talk about filtering your brew. I like to filter my light lagers, light ales, maybe even a brown ale or a porter. And I never worry about beer, lowering the alpha acid in my beer from the hops, because I usually do not brew high hopped beers. If I did brew, an IPA or something along those lines, I would never filter it. But I have just a basic plate filter, and I want to show you how to filter beer and how to make it look the best it can. This is how the plate filter works. The beer comes in through here. It comes in this circle. It'll pass through the actual filter itself, which I use the very minimum. It goes through here in those grooves and basically makes its way through that maze, through the center there, and then it'll come out these tubes here, because you can see I have a top and bottom here. I'll go ahead and put this together, and then I will show you everything working together. Before this video, I went ahead and filled a keg full of sanitized water. I'm going to run that sanitized water through here, through the filters themselves, to reduce a paper taste. Now when putting these filters together, the important thing is make sure you have the rough side facing in. That's what the beer has to go through. So I'm going to put this on here, and I'm going to put, say I take the rough side, and I put the rough side facing in, and then I put the top on, and then I'll go ahead and bolt that down, and I'll get it set up with the keg and everything else, and I'll go ahead and show you that step. Here you can see how I have everything set up. See, I got my CO2 tank there, I got my keg there, it runs down to the filter, which is there, and I have it running in there. And basically, usually you can do keg to keg transfers, especially like when I'm doing the beer. It's a keg to keg transfer, but I need this for a secondary. But I find running the sanitized water in here to be a good way to test your connections, because I don't know if you can see in the video or not, but I got some sanitized solution leaking there, so I need to tighten that up. But besides that, I'll go ahead and I'll run this whole keg through with some CO2 in it, and then I'll come back and I'll actually filter my beer. And then for the last step, I have this hooked up here, and I forgot to mention that when I do turn this on, I only turn on maybe 3 to 4 psi, and it goes through here, and then right now it's filling up in there. And then once the beer fills up in there and it goes through the filters, you can see it comes out here, and it's super clear. So then when I pour out a beer, it'll have almost all of the additives and stuff removed. And then that way I can show you the filter pads once that's done. And you can see here, I've already filtered the beer. Here's the actual beer pads. You saw them go in very clean, and I ran it from one keg to another. Now I have a keg of perfectly clean blonde ale. It will taste much crisper and more, I almost want to say dry, but I like the taste a lot better of filtering my beer, and you can see how much particles and stuff it removed. Anyways, I hope that you do filter some of your beers. Thanks for watching.